you both doing today?
How are you, Miss
Doing
Rogers?
good. Doing
Good,
good.
good, good. Glad to hear that. It was great to hear. So let's jump right into your roles in Godfather of Harlem. So you both play characters that work in difficult moral and political spaces. So what was the most surprising or meaningful part of stepping into your roles this season?
Wow. Meaningful. I guess stepping into the roles this season was a bit. It was a bit saddened for me because we're coming off the death of Malcolm X, right? And he was such a big influence in the community. It's such a loss, to the community. So and it's a tumultuous time, wow, we got Martin Luther King coming up, and his death, and then John F. Kennedy, and so it's like and the Black Panthers coming up, and it's the world is in chaos almost, and this is the beginning of it, so to speak. So stepping into the role this season, it's what's going on out there, and we're trying to change and do something different, and get out of the doogie business and try and
Yeah.
become legit businessmen. So it's all a new experience. And, with any new thing, there's elements of surprise and uh, and and also an outlook of like, where's this going to go?
Yeah.
So, it's a mysterious sort of like adventurous, sort of scary time, for Del Chance. But he's going to push through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's great. Thank you. Thank you. So your characters not only navigate Harlem, but they also shape it sort of too. So how do you think their choices reflect the themes of the loyalty and the power and survival that's in this show?
That's a good question. I think that you see the times just slowly changing, you see all the tumultuous things that are happening in the 60s now. We're slowly leaving a decade and entering a new decade. And our history tells us, that like in '69 we had Woodstock, right? And like we had this whole hippie movement. So there's a big change happening. And for Nat Pettigrew, it's like, okay, so how do I deal with these new changes? Because politically, there's just mayhem everywhere. In the Black community, we're getting it from the cops, we're getting it from the politicians, we're getting it from all angles. So I think that being in this time where things are changing so rapidly, we have a Vietnam War, that is just, started. So it's like, okay, how do I approach this? How do I move into this world, And I think the interesting thing for us as actors is that we don't know script to script what's coming, right? So we get one script, oh, this is what's going on in this script, but you can kind of tell what's going to happen or what's going to move forward in script number two. But then again, you don't know that until you get it. So it's being able to just be connected to what this time period was, which was not a it was just so much going on, in the decade, Kennedy got assassinated, we were introduced to the Black Panthers, we got Bumpy Johnson, we got Frank Lucas coming in, we have so much things happening in this one. But then again, you have, the musicians, the poets, the writers, everyone is expressing themselves, and then you have, all the other negativities going on. So it's an interesting time right now for Godfather of Harlem, which I think makes it a more impactful season, So I think that when people watch this, they're going to really connect to it and really be ooh and wow and oh with it because we're taking you right back to what that felt like.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. Thank you for that as well. So there's a real tension and authenticity when you two share scenes. So how do you both navigate those moments together and what's your pace or your rhythm per se, like on set?
Our pace, our rhythm. Wow. We've been blessed to have you know, a great showrunner that has really carved out these characters, you know, and I think it's safe to say that, you know, when Pettigrew and Chance first met, there was a sort of juggling period as to, you know, what our roles were going to be and how we're going to be effective, you know, working working alongside Bumpy Johnson. But as the years have gone on, you know, Chris has carved out these characters beautifully, you know, and especially this season, he's allowed these two characters to have some fun, you know, with each other. You know, I've really enjoyed this season.
Absolutely.
And I
Well,
think,
that's
yeah.
amazing. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I think that in the sense of just you know, working with Erik, it just feels just like because of the time we spent together, it just feels like no one is really trying, no one is really trying to up anyone else. It's just, you know, hey, you know, we're two dudes that know each other for a long time. And so that energy between us is always there when we're shooting. So that really helps to cement what people are seeing, like, okay, these two guys, they know each other, they tight, you know, and at the same time, yeah, you know,
Kimberly.
Chance is always beating up on that Pettigrew, you know, but that's
No, 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 Kimberly. Kimberly, it's so bad. It is so bad. It's gotten so bad. They call him Erik and they call me Elvis. They don't even know, they don't even know the difference between the two of us. And we're like,
Oh.
no, man, my name's Erik. He's like, oh, like they think
yeah.
we're like twins or something.
See, I think that's amazing. That just speaks to both of your characters, and you both are just that talented. So that's awesome. Well, thank you both so much for talking with me. It was truly my pleasure. I'm wishing you continued success, and I cannot wait to see what's next on Godfather of Harlem. Thank you both so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're
Kimberly.
welcome. Take care.